Hello everybody, this is ASMR, and I wasn't planning to make a video tonight, but amazingly, my channel hit 1,000 subscribers today. Thank you so much. I never imagined that my channel would actually hit that many subscribers. I never thought I would break 500 because this is such kind of a niche topic for ASMR. I don't think that visual ASMR is quite as common as some other types. So what I'm going to do this evening in celebration is two things. So firstly, we're going to have a little eye test and eye exam with colors, and then we're going to do some tracing. And then if you guys are interested, at the very end of the video, I just finished a new series of art. There are little abstract tiles that are going to be going on a mural that will be installed at in a hospital out on Long Island later this month. So if you're interested in checking out my new art, it will be at the end of the video. But for now, let's just get into the eye exam portion. The color test we'll start with. So firstly, I want you to now tell me, look at this paper. How many colors do you see on this paper? Okay, let's count them and see if you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 colors on this paper. What color is this? White, yep. What color is this? Purple. This one? Yes, yellow. This one? Blue, This one? Red, yep. This one? Orange, yep. This one? Green. Is this color darker or lighter than this color? It's darker, yes. Is this color lighter or darker than this color? It's darker, yes. And is this color lighter or darker than this color? It's lighter. Very good. What color do you associate with apples? Very good. What color do you associate with the sky? What color do you associate with sunshine? Sunlight. And what color do you associate with trees? Very good. Although yes, in the fall, trees can also be, their leaves can also be yellow and orange and red. But for the most part, you think green leaves when you think of trees. And what color do you most strongly associate with orange juice? This one? It's kind of a dead giveaway. And what color do you think of when I say sugar plum fairy? Sugar plum fairy. The purple, right? And there's no pink, unfortunately. But you did very well with that. Let's move on to the next chart. Oops. There's tape left over. Let's move on to the next chart. Let's set this down. And as you can see, we have a chart here full of animals and numbers. So firstly, I want you to look at this line. What color is this line? It's red, yes. And how about this one? What color is this line? It's also red. Are they the same shade of red or different? Same shade, yep. Now, what number is this? It's 1, yep. This one? 6, yes, this one. 10, this one. 8, yep. This one. 3, Alright, so no trouble there. So now I'm going to point to some animals, and I just want you to tell me what you think the animal is, okay? And I can go ahead, I can actually zoom in a little bit here and do that. Though she can't zoom in that far. Okay, so let's just start at the top here. What animal is this? It's an elephant. And this one? Camel, yep. And this one? a rabbit. An actual rabbit. A chicken, yes. Now what animal is this? It's a pig. And this one? I think it's a moose, but if you say deer, I'll accept it. How about this one? It's hard to say. It could be a squirrel or a chipmunk, so I'll accept both answers. Let's come down here. Can you make out any of these? Tell me what this is. That one's tough. It's supposed to be a shark, like a hammerhead. What about this one? Can you see what this is? It's an ostrich. And how about this? Yeah, it's a monkey. And moving down here, can you see what this animal is? It's a flamingo. And how about this one? Can you see what this is? Yeah, it's a crocodile or an alligator. Now down here, I know they're getting smaller, but can you tell me what is this animal? It's a kangaroo. And let's go down a little further. Can you make out what this animal is? It's a fish, yeah. How about this one? Can you make out what this animal is? It's a snake, yes. Now down here, can you see what this animal is? It's a goose. Looks like a duck or a goose. And I really enjoy that because Canada geese are actually my favorite animals. And I'm not kidding when I say that. A lot of people think I'm insane, but it's true. I love them. So that one makes me smile. And what about at the end here? What kind of animal is this? Yes, it's a swan. See the long neck? Okay. Now how about the last line? Can you make anything out from the last line? Tell me, what is this? This one here. Yeah, it's a starfish. And how about this one? It's a weasel or a ferret. Yep. So you really had no problem with that, even though some of them were kind of small. So bravo. Okay, so now I have a blank piece of paper. And now we're just going to do some tracing, because I know a lot of you guys really enjoyed the tracing. So let's get to that. So from the tracing, I just want you to follow the tip of the stick and just tell me what you think I've written, okay? Just follow the tip of the brush. Okay, so we'll start with something that's not too hard. And all the letters I write will be capital letters, okay? So every letter is going to be capital. Just make it easier. Did you get that? We'll try it again. Did you get that? Tulip. Very good. So we'll erase that. And let's do another word. And again, it will be a little bit more difficult, let's say, for this one. Okay. Did you get that? That one is going to be tricky, so we'll do it again. Get it now? The word is blossom. Okay, so we'll erase that, and we'll do it again. Okay. What was that? Okay, let's do it again. What was that? Wheel. Very good. So erase it, and we'll do another one. get that? Okay, we'll try it again. What is that? Square. Okay, now now we'll do one more, last one, and we'll make this one not too difficult, but a little bit odd for word. Let's try. Did you get it? Okay, we'll do it again. Get it now? Abstract. The word is abstract. So I like that thing. And now I'm going to do some do some numbers. So I'm actually going to write a number of different years down, and you tell me what year I'm writing down, okay? So let's begin. I'll do it again. What year is that? 2018. Very good. Okay, go again. What year is that? 2000. Excellent. And how about this one? Try it again. Okay. $18.88. Very good. Okay. These are just completely random. I'll do it again. What year is that? 1724. Yep. Okay, I'll do it again. What year is that? 1203. Yep. I'll do it again. What year is that? 1167. I'll do that again. What's that? 1549. Yep. Let me do it again. What year? 1432. Yep. Okay. And I guess we'll do a few more. What year is that? I'll do it again. 1320. Yep. Okay, and then one more. Let's try it again. What year? 1927. Very good. Okay. So you guys had no trouble with any of that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to end the traditional color test eye exam portion of the video right there. If you want to see some of my art, please keep watching. I'm going to show you that next. But I just wanted to really sincerely thank you guys for watching my videos. It means so much to me that this actually got to 1,000 viewers. I mean, obviously, you know, because of bots and stuff, it could go down. I mean, by the time you're watching this, it might be back at, like, you know, 998 or whatever. But the fact that I have so many people that are watching my channel and it is getting that big is amazing, because I never expected it. But I really appreciate it. I'm really grateful. I really enjoy making these videos, and I'm so pleased that you guys enjoy watching them. So for all of you that just came purely for the ASMR, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good night, and I wish you very sweet dreams. And for anybody else that wants to see my new art with some ASMR and pointer-worthy descriptions, stay tuned. So if you're still watching, I'm going to show you some pieces of art now. So these are all tiny tiles that I've done as part of a mural. So I'm going to show you the orange one first, because, and as you can see, I don't have very big hands, and this piece is pretty much smaller than my hand. So these are done on very tiny tiles. They're like 4x4. It's actually a little canvas, but it's meant to look like a tile. And they're going into a hospital on Long Island. They're going to be a permanent exhibition. And what this mural is it is basically a celebration of and a way to give thanks to the doctors and the nurses and all the other essential staff that worked during COVID. So these tiles are being given out to the public, and I actually found out about the project a bit late. And I asked them, do you need any tiles left? Or do you need any more pieces? And they said yes. So they assigned me a tile, and they assigned me the color orange. So I needed to make a tile all in the color orange. So I used all different shades of orange, and they did allow me to use a little bit of gold and silver as well. And gold and silver appear on absolutely all of these, okay? So I'm just going to take the pointer and go over the tile. As you can see, it's very three-dimensional. They can hang it in any direction that they want. That's totally up to them. And as you can see, it's got a lot of little rhinestones. There's little tiles here and here that are gold with silver tips. And there's orange rhinestones in the center. This is a hand-sculpted piece of clay that I've painted and attached. And then there's a little light orange rhinestone in the center there. This is a glass bead that I painted on the bottom and painted on the top, and then adorned with rhinestones. This is an eraser I painted and glittered. This is a tangerine colored gem, and then a little plastic peace sign I had, and because they were both orange, I decided to glue them on. I have these teardrop shapes. I have a light orange one, and then this beautiful deep orange one. It almost looks red, but it's not, it's orange. And then I have lighter rhinestones up here, and a rhinestone hiding here, and one hiding here, and one hiding here. So there we go. So this is the orange one and the amber one. And the reason I showed this one first, this mural is going to be a rainbow. And the colors that will be included in the rainbow are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, and white. Because at the top of the mural, there's going to be clouds, white clouds, okay? So all told, there's going to be 8 colors. But as far as I knew, everybody was assigned one color. I showed the gallery that is hosting this mural project, this piece, and they really liked it. And they told me that some people that had gotten tiles hadn't actually brought them back to them. And because they love the design of this and the three-dimensionality of it, and it's really light, so they have no trouble putting it on the wall, they asked me if I would like to go ahead and do a series of tile, one of each color. So I ended up doing 9 tiles, one in each color, and then I also ended up doing a connection tile where the sky will meet the clouds. So I'm going to show you all those now. But the reason I started, normally I would do this in color order, so normally I would have started with the red. I just wanted to start and show you the orange first, because this is actually the first one I did, and this is the one that led to me having the opportunity to do the others. So now I have a full collection of one of each color, and I can't wait to see what they're going to look like on the mural. So I'll put the orange one aside, and now we're going to go pretty much in color order. So we'll do the red. So here's the red one. Now, red was actually the one that I was thinking was going to be the most difficult, like the most nightmarish one to deal with, just because there's not as many shades and hues of red as there are other colors. but I thought that this was just such a pretty type of red. So we had, you know, this beautiful glitter here, and then we have those little teardrops hiding in the corner in gold, obviously, because there's gold and silver in all of them. I have this little plastic. This is actually a button, a little triangular button, but I covered it with a red rhinestone. The Coke bottle, little red beads, and then a red, beautiful red bead with a clear red bead with red stripe, a clear bead with red stripes, an eraser that I painted and glittered. Then this is obviously one of my little hand sculpted ones. It's holding these little beads, like a mother holding its children, holding her children. And then we have the big bead here that's been painted on the bottom and on the top with rhinestone. We have an extra rhinestone here, and look, you can see the maroon line. And the same with this. And then we have another rhinestone here that's a slightly different shade of red. So we have all different shades of red: bright red, darker red, maroon, fire engine red, cherry red, and then all gold and silver accents as well. As you can see, it's very three-dimensional. And I hope they're going to enjoy it when they see it. So that is the red one. So now you already saw the orange one, and the red one I'm also calling Scarlet. And here is the yellow one. So the yellow one, or the saffron colored one, as you can see, it's really, really bright and colorful. It's all different shades of yellow, and obviously with silver and gold as well. So we have very three-dimensional again. I'm just going to show you how 3D it looks from all angles. So the first thing is the sculpted piece that's holding these beads. So we have 1, 2, 3 beads, and they're in all different shades of yellow. This is like a very clear mellow yellow. This is kind of a medium yellow that's not quite as clear, but it's got little patterns within the bead. I don't know if you can see that on camera. And then there's this really dark, rich, beautiful yellow. Then we have gold glitter that also looks yellow in the center. We have this really rich yellow bead here, and similar ones here and here. This little sun bead. And then we have a little tile that's been painted silver at the edges with a yellow bead. The tile is also yellow. We have this yellow bead here on top of the yellow block. We have this big yellow bead here. We have these little triangular shapes that are made of foam that I just colored in to fit the color, because they all started out being green. So I just painted them with paint and then nail polish. And then here we have this really cool, I don't even know what this originally was. It was like originally a belt fashioner or something. And anyway, it was yellow. So I just used it for this, and yellow beads on the bottom, of course. And then look, we have the rhinestone, the big rhinestone that's been painted on the back and on the front. And these beads, I don't know why my camera's not showing it. These are actually yellow. They're like a yellow, but with flashes of gold. But for some reason, they're showing up on camera as being pink, but they're not pink. They're yellow. Everything on this thing is yellow, silver, or gold. But these in real life are like very yellow gold. My camera does weird things sometimes. So there's the yellow one, or the saffron one. So now we'll move on to the green one. The chartreuse one. So here's the green one. This one's crazy. This one reminds me of a jungle, like a party in a jungle that's just gotten completely out of hand. And as you can see, once again, from all angles, everything is green. Different shades of green. I went crazy with this one, just because you can definitely go crazy with green, because green and blue have the most use. So this is the one you can really go all out with. So I have my little hand sculpted sculpture here, and then it's holding 2 beads, the circular green one and this slightly more neon green one. And here we have a light green rhinestone. here we have that clear glass rhinestone that they all have on them. That's painted on the bottom and on the top and adorned with rhinestones. Up here we have a little rhinestone with a nice crushed metal effect. And a similar one down here that's actually in real life a little bit of a more, this is like an army green and it's like an emerald green. And this one is a teardrop scrape and this one's square. We have these two little triangular foam pieces. And this one is adorned with like fake pearls. But the pearls are actually light green. They look white on camera, but they're not. They are light green. And then we have this one here with these two light green sections with silver at the bottom just to highlight them. And then we have, oops, cat hair, of course, in my house. Anyway, we have these little, on top of green squares, we have these little, oops, these little green tiles. And then green beads on top of the tiles, accented by gold and silver. And a big, deep, beautiful emerald green bead, or green rhinestone here. Colored in eraser, of course, with light green glitter. And then we have this little piece here that was from a piece of jewelry. And it's all different shades of green and silver. And then the centerpiece is this beautiful crushed green ember. And like emerald color. So this one's army green. This one is more like a tree green. And then this one is this really deep emerald wizard wild kind of color. So there you go. And there's the green one. So now I'm going to show you the blue one. And this may be my personal favorite. I go crazy with blue just because blue has the most use of any color. So I really went all out with this one, the Azure one. So here, as you can see, it's blue all over. Look at that. It looks like a little city when you look at it sideways, doesn't it, guys? So, anyway, here we have this blue bead. And this is an earring. This is actually an earring that broke, so I changed it. We got this rhinestone. We've got, this is again from jewelry that broke. And it's like really dark blue. I don't know if that's showing. It should. Then we have this bead here with like this nice circular center. These were glittered pieces. I glittered this one silver, this one dark blue, this one dark blue, this one light blue. A really dark bead under there. Dark bead here that's not shiny though, but it has these cool lines in it with a silver outline. And this is a Pepsi bottle cap. Oh, and then this is a dark silver, dark blue rhinestone with a light blue rhinestone on top of it. This is a very light blue, there goes my camera. A very light blue button with a light blue, or kind of a medium blue rhinestone on top of it. And then we have over here, see, like, this is a silver, oh, this is a blue square, a blue piece of wood with a little triangular bead on top, triangular button on top of it, and then on top of that a light blue bead, and you can look through it to see the holes, you see, so it just gives a kind of more dimension. Then we have another one of those glass beads, and I have the bottom of it colored in blue and silver and gold with the blue rhinestones on top. There's another eraser I colored and glittered. And then here's my handheld, my handmade sculpted piece, and it's holding this really, light blue bead with all these beautiful wave-like patterns in it. You see? It's light blue with even more light blue in the center. It looks white on camera, but it's not. It's all light blue. And then look at this one. And on camera, this is looking a little bit more aqua than it really is in real life. It's blue and light blue. It's just a random bead. And look at the full effect of that. Like, I just love how shiny this one is. I think this one may very well be my favorite. And I can't wait to see it on the wall. So there's the blue Azure one. Now I'm going to show you the purple one, the indigo one. And here it is. So here's the purple piece. And as you can see again, more cat hair of course. As you can see again, very, very three-dimensional. So it's really gonna pop out of the wall when they put it on the wall, which would be really good. So this one features purple rhinestone and a purple stone with like lighter purple streaks through it. Then we have this glass bead here that I painted on the bottom and the top and added purple rhinestones. We have more of these square, of these triangular foam pieces that I colored and painted and glittered purple and gold and purple and gold. This is a moon rhinestone that is in the kind of a grape purple color. If this was a royal purple, this is kind of a grape purple. And then we have this little lavender purple rhinestone. And then these tiny little purple beads. And then we have this really dark, rich polka dot purple. And then we have here this little purple square. And a lighter purple rhinestone and silver edges. An eraser that's been painted and glittered. And obviously the tile is sitting on a purple piece of wood. And then for the sculpted part, I sculpted this part, and you can see that it's been glittered and it's got lavender and dark purple designs all over it. And it's holding this really this lavender purple stone, and then it's holding this super light baby purple stone as well. So that is, oh, and then down here we have goldish rhinestones. So because gold and silver feature on this one as well, like it does on all of them. So that's the purple one, and the indigo one. Now we have the pink one, the cerise one, and this one, as you can see, it's just various types of pink. And as you can imagine, it's very three-dimensional. This one may actually be the tallest of them all. So this one features one of my little sculptures, and it's holding two beads. They're both the same. They're like teardrop shaped beads, and they're pink, but they have like lighter pink streaks throughout them. Then we have a little pink tile with a pink rhinestone on top and silver on the edges, and it's held up by a pink piece of wood. We have another one of those glass pieces that I colored in the bottom and on the top, and adorned it with dark pink rhinestones and a light pink rhinestone. Up here we have more of those triangular shapes. So this one's been glittered light pink, and this one's been glittered gold, and this one's adorned with kind of medium pink rhinestones and a dark pink rhinestone. And there's a light pink rhinestone on the side here, and another one there. And then this is a super light pink rhinestone, just sitting, chilling out there. Then we have this little pink, well, it was pink to begin with, and then I colored it with nail polish to make it even shinier. Pink wooden piece with a darker pink rhinestone on top of it. And here's a light pink rhinestone chilling out down here. Over here we have a really dark, rich magenta rhinestone. And look, we have another one of those erasers I glittered. And then we also here have held up on pink beads is this piece, which is actually an earring, a broken earring. And I adorned it with medium pink and very light pink rhinestones. And then in the center here we have this huge pink rhinestone. And then if you see this thing here, this is the cap of a very small bottle of baby oil. It may look white on camera, but it is actually very light pink. It's like a baby pink. So just like all the others, everything here is either some shade of pink or silver or gold. So there is the pink one. Oh, and then we of course have the extra rhinestone right here. So there is the pink one. So now we've come to the last solid color. And this is the white one, or the pearlescent one. So this one has a really big sculpture. Look at that. I wanted to make the sculpture on this one bigger because this is going to be in the cloud section of the mural. So it's going to be up really, really high. And I wanted to make sure that people could see it. So I just decided to make it really bright. And then I added a lot of extra gold to this one, just because I figured it could be like the sunlight, symbolic of the sunlight hitting the clouds. And it also will just draw attention, you know, because it's going to be in the lobby of the hospital and there's lights in there, so it will just get attention. So this one here has this white, different shades of white on this really detailed sculptural piece. And this one is, again, very three-dimensional, just like the others. And then we have these foam pieces of triangles that I glittered. I colored them white and then glittered them with white glitter. I did the same thing with this eraser. And we have two little pearls here. And we have a little white rhinestone or clear rhinestone. We have another piece of glass that I painted and then added some rhinestones to it. Two white rhinestones or clear rhinestones and one kind of goldish rhinestone. And then I have this really cool tile that has like this crushed glass effect in it. So I added that and it's sitting on a white bead. And that's pretty much it for this one. Very simple, but also very detailed and draws your eye to it. Like I have the swirl pattern going on in the background and everything. So that's the white pearlescent one. And now we come to the very last one. So in this piece, this is going to be a connector piece. Now this piece is a little different from the others. As you guys can see, there's no handmade sculpture in this one. And that's because I wanted this piece to look different from the others. Because the others are all like basically a series and they each represent one of the colors in the mural. Whereas this piece is a connecting piece where the sky on the mural will meet the clouds. So essentially what would happen is that when they're putting the mural together, they would have, you know, the blue piece, or like it would be blue piece, pink piece, purple piece, whatever the sky is there. My piece just, they asked me to do a blue one. And then the blue turns white, and then they will start putting all the white tiles like this one above this to represent the clouds. So this one is going to basically be the connection. So for this one, it's, as you can see, it's also very three-dimensional. I decided to play around with all light blues for this one. It's like some even aqua tones, although I did throw in some dark blue here. But what we have here, we have these little glittered triangular pieces. And we have light purple, light blue, and a slightly darker blue, but still light blue, like a sky blue. We have these two very light blue beads that are held up by other light blue beads. We have this icy light blue rhinestone here. Then we have 1, 2, 3 little makeup jewelry holders that were empty, so I filled them with nail polish that was all white and blue. I mixed it together to make the swirl patterns and then added rhinestones. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 blue rhinestones and then 1 light blue rhinestone under here to kind of give that middle effect, that pop. Little silver rhinestone under here. And then here we have 1 set of silver and dark blue beads. And then under here, silver and dark blue beads. So this represents the sky. And then if we move up here, we have the cloud. And the cloud is represented by white and a little bit of silver, but mostly gold. Like there's mostly blue and silver, and then gold and white up here. And this is represented by all of these. These are buttons actually from clothing. And the buttons kind of have this nice sheen. They're all held up by white beads to fit with the aesthetic. And then we have this kind of gold rhinestone here that's sparkling. We have 2 square rhinestones here and here peeking through, another gold rhinestone. And then this one is another bead with a pearlescent edge. And it's got like a white little rhinestone on top that I painted gold in the center. And then these are all buttons. And again, they're held up by little wooden pieces. And they are white buttons that I colored in different shades of white and pearls, and then I adorned them with pearls. So that is how the connecting piece is going to look. So that's the 9 pieces. So let me go ahead and just put them together so you can see what they look like. And I'll put them together. Basically, with this one in the center. And we'll put this one up in the middle. And I hope you enjoyed looking at them. I know that this channel is more about ASMR than it is art, but a lot of you guys have said that you really enjoy looking at my art. So I thought, because I had these done, I literally just finished these yesterday, I thought, why not? You know, why not show you guys? Because you enjoy them and I enjoy showing them off. So I think I have this right. I hope I have it right. Let me see. Yeah, I do. They can go in any direction though. There's no left, right, up, or down really. But let me just take this off. And this is what they look like all together. Let me put myself up here so you can see them. So this is what the entire set looks like. I can move this down. I'm sorry for the loud cars outside. But there you go. So there's the entire collection of the mural pieces, the little tiles. And they look nice together, but it's really kind of sad to say that they will all be separated. The only two that could potentially stay together would be maybe this one with this one on top of it. But they're all going to be separated because they all need to go to their own sections. Like, you know, the red one will need to go to the red section. The orange will need to go to the orange section, and so on and so forth. But I do think that they came out looking nice, and I hope that they give people a lot of joy. And I can't wait to see the full mural when it's finished, because they have several hundred tiles that are going to be part of it. And I was just so honored to be able to make not just one of each color, but actually one of each color, and then also the connecting piece in the center. It was a really big honor to be asked to make so many after just doing one. So I was very pleased with that. And it's also a big honor to have 1,000 subscribers, or at least very near to, because if you're watching this, sometimes the subscriber count fluctuates. I think sometimes, like, YouTube gets rid of bots on my channel, but hopefully it builds to steadily over 1,000. But I'm really pleased that you guys like my content so much, and it's such an honor and really a surprise. But thank you for everything. Thank you for watching. And I hope that you have a really wonderful evening and sweet dreams.